push or flow. Dear ones, even though you are a powerful creator, the earth is seeming to regress, and your personal world appears as it has always been. Because you cannot see or sense your progress, you feel as if you are a failure, as if you will never do enough to complete your transition. The glorious happenings reported by others do not feel possible for you. For you still worry about your rent, food costs, relationships, familial love, car payments, and on. While others, seemingly not of the light, easily create the life of which you dream. As a result of that pain, you are starting to function as a failure, as you have most of your earth lives. Others are producing what I can't. So it goes day after day with a few blips of hope created by reading or finding those who buoy your spirits for an hour or so, followed by a return to your seemingly bleak reality. You have prayed, meditated, contemplated, and most of all hoped that your life would be as you wish instead of what it seems to be. We cannot tell you that all is well in your life, for in many instances it is not. Not because you are not capable of more, but because you are practicing your skills. You are an infant in the personal creation skills that your big brothers and sisters of the universes take for granted. In the past, we pushed you beyond your capabilities. Much as an older sibling misjudges the skills of their toddler brother or sister. For years, we informed you that you were fully capable of doing this or that. Even though such was true within you, you had not yet broken through your fear barriers and earth heaviness. Something you are now doing. So it is that we of the universes misjudged how deeply enmeshed you were in earth heaviness. We also misjudged how eons of functioning as a follower instead of a leader would delay your new skill development. For this, we apologize. In truth, we wish for you to start over with new expectations and actions. What is it you dream of? What is a small action step in that direction, and the next and the next and the next? So it will go for you, just as was true when you were an earth toddler. First, you learned to stand, then walk, and finally run with confidence. You did not start your leg activity with running, but built up to that glorious moment in stages that sometimes seemed unusual to others, but produced what your inner being informed you was the next required stage. It is time for you to return to your inner being directives instead of trying to follow those of the universes. For even though you have achieved much the past few years, you are in the infant stages of personal creation. We encouraged you to fly through human being requirements, even though you could not. So it is you feel as if you are a creation failure instead of the magnificent creator success you truly are. Your globe is changing in ways you cannot imagine. But that thought holds little interest for you if your personal world continues to feel heavy and oppressed. Allow yourself to know that you are creating your new personal world in small pieces, instead of the major elements we led you to believe were possible before we truly assessed human capabilities. Once again, we accept responsibility for functioning as an older sibling excited that we could play with you as equals, without fully understanding how many levels you needed to move through before reaching that stage. That is not to say you will be floundering for years or even months. But instead, that you will progress at the pace and time that is right for you. Allow yourself to relax into personal creation instead of believing you are not evolving rapidly enough. Even though you are striving to create, little is happening because you neglected a couple of steps. Steps that are your steps, not your brothers, your friends, or the gurus down the street. You are a specialist in the universal shift team. So it is you are fully comfortable changing the dynamics of, or creating planets and other bodies, but you are just learning how to focus that energy to the singular being of you. Something that we of the universes find relatively easy, but then, we have never developed the planetary creation skills you take for granted. You are creating from a macro to micro format, which most of us of the universes have never attempted. It is time to return to flowing. Allow yourself to flow, and you will create what you dream of when it is right for you to do so. Force yourself to create and you will merely frustrate yourself and others. So be it. Amen. Channeled by Brenda Hoffman.